I'm not, I think it worked. We brought in some more people.
Yeah, come on in, guys. Grab a seat.
I did lie and tell them I was going to poop on someone's chest.
All right, I'll see you later, Jason.
Don't worry, I told them it was going to be Bill, my buddy Bill, but yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. My name's Mark Walters with BigFanboy.com, and I am sitting here with the lovely and talented Jason Mewes. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Yay.
Thanks for coming back to Dallas, man. I know you've been here a few times for some film festivals and various things. Now, what do you find different about Dallas from some of the other places that you go to whenever you're touring around?
Lots of beautiful strip clubs are here. No, you know what? I didn't get to do much this weekend to see anything different this one. But I used to go to a comic book show here, and I still enjoy coming because honestly, there was a strip club that was across the street from the hotel, and I'd always get my dick sucked. This is pre-marriage. It's before I got married, but I would always enjoy. The comic show was really good too, but a lot of the same people go with this poker tournament. But overall, and I went to a gun range yesterday, which is awesome. I didn't know here in Texas you can go in, and if you want a gun, you can show them your license, and they call the FBI or what have you. And if you pass, then you can walk out with a gun.
Right.
Which is pretty amazing because in LA, as far as I know, I never tried. My friend buys guns, and I think there's like a 10-day grace period.
Yeah.
You have to wait like 10 days to get a gun. So, I mean, that's an awesome thing, right? Go in, get a gun, walk right out with it. That's amazing. Which is sort of scary because if you're like, you know what, I want to shoot somebody today. At least in LA, you're like, wow, I have to plan it out. I have to wait like 10 days before I shoot him. Here, you can just be like, I want to kill that motherfucker today. I want to go get a gun. I don't know. So I haven't really got to see all of Dallas, so I haven't got to see all the great stuff. But we have met. Where's the place? That place.
We
nice.
met at, we've actually met several times before, but AFI Dallas, you were there for Another Beast Incorporated.
And that was across from the new American Airlines.
Yeah, American Airlines Center. Yeah.
Center, yeah. Which
you were at the
really
W Hotel.
Nice. That W Hotel was amazing.
It's nice.
Really nice, yeah. So I do remember that. But Dallas in a whole, I really can't say much about because I didn't really get to explore the whole area of such.
Yeah.
But the people are great.
Well, I think I speak for Thanks.
I would say
Appreciate
people
it.
are great.
I think I speak for a lot of
Like
people here.
sex.
I think I speak for a lot of people here when I think you did a really great job in Zach and Mary Make a Porno. I really loved seeing that.
Thank you.
And we got to see more of you in that movie than probably any movie else.
It was, right? It sort of built up to it. It was, I think it was like Jay and Bob, I showed my ass, and then Clerks 2, I showed sort of frontal with the tuck and the ass, and then it led up to the full-on piece. The full-on oversized clit. That's what that was that everyone saw, just in case you didn't know. There's no underage children here. Oh, hey, little kids. Hey, little ones over there.
Jason's working blue. I apologize. So, how many people saw The Tripper?
Yeah.
That seemed like that was a fun project as well.
That was fun. It was David Arquette was awesome, and everyone that worked on it. It was cool because we went out to Santa Cruz and we stayed on this like up in the mountains or whatever on like a golf course. So I don't know. It was just interesting because we all got to sit there, stay there, and everyone worked all day up in the redwood forest and the trees and the mud, and that was messy, but it's fun. It's fun to go shoot a movie. My favorite part about it is like just going and hanging out with everyone, staying in hotels or whatever lofts or condos that they put you in at the time, and just going and working with these people all day and just messing around, and then afterwards everyone meets up. It's sort of like this, you know, people come here, they do the show all day, and at night everyone gets drunk together and have sex with random people and stuff like that. I think, I don't know if you guys really had random sex, but it's really cool because I definitely enjoy it. But that was cool because we were on this golf course and we got to hang out in the woods and roam around and stuff and paintball and do exciting fun things. So it was a fun project.
It seemed like it. Well, listen, we're going to open it up to some questions from the audience here. If anybody has any questions, just raise your hand and we'll try to get to you. Anybody out here?
Yeah. No questions.
Nobody has any questions. Okay, in the back there. You were the first one to raise your hand.
Where did you pull out of the air Snoochie Boochies? Can you explain Snoochie Boochies to me?
She wants me to, if anyone didn't hear, Snoochie Boochies. It started off as Neh. When Kevin wrote Clerks, the first Clerks, it was, back then me and my friends used to all say Neh. Like we'd like, just kidding. So like we'd all run around and be silly and we'd be like, you have crabs, nooch. You know, I mean, it means just kidding without saying just kidding. So like Neh, Neh. And then it's evolved into nooch, and then snooch, and then snooch to the nooch, and so on. But anyway, Kevin wrote it in there, I guess because I said it so much. A lot of the things in Clerks is a lot of things that I had said over the years of our friendship that he just thought was funny and random, and like I'll fuck anything that moves. I used to say that, like we'd be driving down the road and there'd be girls on the corner and I would yell stupid shit out the window, like I'll fuck anything that moves, or hey sluts, what up bitches. That's really what I used to do when I was 15 years old, because I can get away with it, sort of. But anyway, so yeah, that's where that came from. It means I'm just kidding, and sort of just came into snooch, which now it means, snooch for nooch means whatever. There's Bill, this is the guy I told everyone I was going to poop on his chest. He's with Derek Mewes, the 37th Jason. I love him though. I love him all. He's the nicest Jason, I think.
Shut up.
These other ones are but yeah, that's where that came from.
One question I wanted to ask you was, do you ever look back on, before you did Clerks, and you and Kevin are just buddies hanging out, he decides he wants to make a movie, and it becomes kind of this huge phenomenon, and now, Jay and Silent Bob are, I think it's safe to say, cultural icons. But, thinking of it that way, I mean, is it kind of strange to you to think, we were just two guys hanging out having a good time, and now all of a sudden we're these cultural icons?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's still surreal. It's even years and years later, it's always, it's just odd to me that I can, it's odd that there's people sitting here listening to me talk nonsense.
Well, they came to see you poop on Bill's chest.
Well, that's true. That, I guess you'd want to see anyone poop on anyone's chest. It's exciting. But no, it's odd. I don't know, it's just odd that people, are into it. It's a little surreal. And I don't know, I still don't, it wasn't until after we did Clerks, and then after Clerks, I went back to work. I was roofing, and I went back to work, and nothing happened. Then after Mallrats, it wasn't until like Mallrats that sort of people started recognizing me and Kevin, and it was, I don't know, it just sort of was weird at first, like when people started being like, hey, you're those guys, and they still do it. People still don't know like my real name, or they'll still be like, you're Silent J. Which is funny to me. I'm sorry, I'm still talking, but I'm gonna plug my computer in while I sit here so it charges. So when I'm at my table and no one wants to come see me, I can watch the A-Team. I discovered this recently, that beautiful thing called Hulu. So I went back and I've been watching all the A-Team episodes, and it's so amazing. Like B.A. Barra, it's just a great show. I had no idea it went. I put it in pool. I had no idea it went 5 seasons. I didn't remember. I watched it back in the day, but I didn't realize it went that many seasons. But
How far are you into it?
I'm on episode 2 of the 3rd season, which was pretty cool. As I was telling Bill this, and we went to Tennessee last week, or whatever it was. We went, and Sid, what's his name, Bill? Sid Haig. We were on the plane with him, or the bus to the airport, and then later on that night I was watching, and it was like episode 5 of season 1 or something of the A-Team, and he was in there. Not that anyone cares, but I just thought it was interesting because it's such an old show. I mean, season 1 of the A-Team was like 84 or something, right? 85?
Yeah.
And he's played a biker there, and it was just, he doesn't look any different. It's really weird. He looks the same scary guy.
You would think in 5 seasons that BA would learn not to drink the milk, because he's going to get on the
Oh,
plane.
well, the shots. They're always giving him shots, and he wakes up, and he's still always, it's interesting. But so the question, sorry, I was totally sidetracked at the,
No worries.
it's still, it's just weird to me, though. It's still weird that people, still, that people are even interested in the characters. And it's funny because at first, if you notice, I'm not on the Clerks poster, and that's because I believe that, the Miramax at the time didn't think at all like about the Jay and Bob character. If you see Kevin's dressed up as himself, he's in his plain clothes, he's director. So they had all the cast members, the main cast members, and Kevin as director in the poster because he didn't think anything of it. And then, after like Mallrats, I think that's when they started realizing like people like the Jay and Bob character. So.
Well, in one of those movies, I seem to remember Kevin talking about that the studio didn't really want to go with you. They wanted to maybe go with somebody else. But
it was Mallrats.
Was it Mallrats? And that he actually had you go in and screen test for it.
Yeah, I had to go audition because they when they were actually going to put money in, they're like, look, this kid's never done any movies or any acting classes or anything. How do we know he's going to be able to get up there and work and stuff? So they made me come in and audition, and then even after that, they weren't against that, but they were still like, well, look, we don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. So the first couple of days, I went out there, like everyone went out there for rehearsals, and they got paid. They got put up in a hotel, and they got per diem and stuff to go out for rehearsals and stuff. I had to sleep in Kevin's room. They wouldn't pay for they wouldn't give me per diem. They wouldn't pay for me a flight or my hotel or anything to go out there. And they had Seth Green on hold. Like, they're like, look, we're going to be there for those first couple scenes that Mewes is going to be shooting. And if he panics or he can't do it, then we're going to send him home. We're going to call in Seth Green. So, because all these people that auditioned for Jay, I guess Seth Green was the closest one to actually doing it. But, Kevin and Moser the whole time, of course, were like, no way, we can't change it. But anyway, so then I did the first couple of scenes, and they wind up loving it, and later on they let me shit on their chest.
Be thinking of some questions, guys. One other thing I wanted to ask you: what's your strangest fan encounter?
I think it was when that first time you and I met, and you pulled your balls out, and you said, "Can you sign my balls, Mewes?" No.
Well, you had a sign on your table that said.
Ball sign. No, I don't know. I don't know if any good, exciting, or anything weird that I could say. I mean, it's. I guess if I really sat and thought, I guess it's all weird to me. Like I said, it's still not weird because it's bad, but it's still surreal for me, and weird that people want to come and say, "You're funny," and some people are shaking and shit when they're taking pictures, and I just find it odd that it's nice, but it's flattering. I'm just saying I don't sort of get it still. Where you going, motherfuckers? You think my shit isn't funny? No.
So there's the strangest fan encounter.
Yeah, so I guess that's, I can't really think of anything on top of my head, but we're going to have a big Hulu.com fest here today, so everyone stay in the room after. We're all going to watch the 18. Let's get some questions from the audience, because you're taking up everyone's time.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
Billy.
Bill's going to ask something
right
stupid.
Here, sir.
No, do not let Bill ask a question.
Right here, sir. Right in the front. Yes.
Yeah, this question's for Jason.
Who else would it be for, man?
I was wondering, were you able to change your flight? And this is a 3-part question. Were you able to change your flight? Do you need your room tonight? And did you return your rental car?
No, I didn't change. I couldn't change the flight. Yes, please, I need the room for an extra night. And the rental car, no. Dre has it, and Dre knows this already. But thanks for those questions, because it's important. We do need that room for another night if hopefully take care of that. Make sure they don't kick us out. Or we can share it tonight. I think you should spend the night, you and Mears. Right, Derek? You want to spend another night, buddy? Yeah, come on, more people. Let's fill this fucking room up. Fuck. There shouldn't be no empty seats here.
We got some more questions, guys? Back here in the back.
Never. No, I know Kevin won't do another one. Kevin's doesn't want to do any more View Askew movies, like View Askewniverse movies, like in that realm of, he doesn't want to overkill the whole situation. He likes that it started with Clerks, ended with Clerks. So, I mean, who knows, he might change his mind in like 5 years if he gets sick of, he has a new story to tell and he really wants to tell it, because he wasn't supposed to do anything after Jay and Bob. That's sort of why he went Jay and Bob, and then it went to like Jersey Girl. Because he wasn't going to do any more movies in that one, but then he went back to Clerks 2. So he says no, and it probably will be no, but you never know with him. Again, if he really, he does a couple other movies, like he's directing a movie with Bruce Willis right now and Tracy Morgan. And, if he directs a couple movies and then he wants to tell a story, then he might do Jay and Bob in a nursing home, Fucking, so who knows? But as far as I know, no. Maybe it Clerks. I really keep trying to talk him into doing at least an animated. I want to do an animated feature. Like, I think it would do well and it'd be fun. So we'll see.
We have one over here, right here, sir.
Can you tell us a little bit about your experience on Feast?
Feast, there was not much experience there, really. I wasn't there long. I was there a couple of days. I got my face ripped off, and I was done. But no, I think I was there 3 days, and because the one day they put the makeup on, and I stayed there all day, and they never wound up using me because they were running behind and all that. But my scenes are really quick, so. The few days I was there, it was cool. It was fun getting the prosthetic for a little bit, and then I started complaining because you couldn't eat in it, and they had me in it for like 9 hours, and I'm like, look, I don't mind being in this if you're going to use me, but, you keep saying, you're probably up next, and it was like 8-9 hours later, and they still weren't ready for me. And then it was cool, I got to hang out with, what's his name, from Black Flag. Yeah, Rollins. So that was neat, and it was cool. It was for the few days I was there, it was interesting. It was cool. I was late one day and they were pissed, so that was cool because they had I came around the corner parking, and I remember they came around with the cameras and shit. They were shooting the Project Greenlight, so they were all pissed off and they wanted to make a big deal out of it. That was for the show, so that was funny.
Right here.
Ridley Scott's doing an 18 movie. An
18 movie? No, he's not.
Ridley Scott doing an 18 movie.
Get out of here.
Who would you want to play?
Well, who I couldn't play. I think Hannibal would have to be older, right? Hannibal would have to be an older cat.
You've got to be Murdoch, dude.
Yeah, it would have to be Murdoch. I really couldn't play anyone else. I think I should be B.A. Baracus. A pretty fool. I could be B.A. No? No. I couldn't play. I really couldn't play anyone but Face or Murdoch, because I think Hannibal's old. He'd have to be older anyway, and B.A. is a different color than me.
Anybody over
And
here?
he's a lot more muscular than I am.
In the very back?
And he has a mohawk.
Is it hard for you to be cast as other characters since you're so well known as Jay?
I wouldn't say it's hard, but yeah, it's sort of, it's been, it's a lot of the, I get offers, and that's a lot of the offers are the stoner cat, the smart ass funny guys. So, I would say yeah. Sort of people see me if my manager calls in for something, people still don't know, and they'll be like, the dude, he has long hair, he's not right for this character, and they'll be like, no, dude, have you seen pictures of him lately? His hair's short and stuff, and they'll, I have a reel now, and it has stuff from Zach Amiri and some of the more recent stuff and things. So, but yeah, people still do think that haven't seen any Zach Amiri or any of the other movies I've done they'll go right away. They think the long-haired dude, so they think I have long hair still. You don't know. So yeah, it sort of put me in that thing where people think, I'm the stoner, smart-ass cat. But I've been getting offers for other stuff, and I've been going in meetings and stuff for different characters, and I've been getting some stuff. So like I just got an offer. Hopefully it pans out. I have a movie in January that I'm doing that is totally different character, and one in September. Hopefully, it's just a matter of you never know. Things fall through for different reasons. So, but
Next.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I saw your character in the Clerks cartoon. Are you actually doing the voice acting for that?
For the
The
one
Clerks
that just
cartoon.
passed,
The
one,
Clerks
yeah,
animated
oh,
series?
yeah, I did the voice work for that, yeah.
So you're wanting to do like a movie out of that?
So now I would like to
Length.
do, yeah, we did 6 episodes and then they canceled it, which I don't know why. I love it. I just think it was too soon. Like, I think if we did it now, it would do better. But yeah, now I'd like to do an actual feature. Like, I'd love it if Kevin would put together a movie, like a animated movie, and we could put out in theaters and actually curse and maybe pull out my slung or something.
You're animated.
Because that was for regular TV, and we had to watch the cursing and all that stuff. And I don't know why I enjoyed it. I liked the cartoon. It was funny, I thought. But yeah, that was my voice. That was everyone's. Brian, Holland, Jeff, all those guys did the voice for their stuff.
And Alec Baldwin.
Is there ever been anybody that you've
Judge Reinhold. Sorry, what?
Has there ever been anybody you've worked with on a set that you've been really intimidated to work with?
Yeah, Derek Mears. When we played this movie, it was called Hide the Salami. And it was in room 888 up in the Sheraton. He was really intimidating me with his big 9-inch sword, if you will. Well, way back with Dogma, when I worked with Alan Rickman, I was a little intimidated back then. That was we had done Mallrats and Chasing Amy, but then Dogma, and then Kevin really got me psyched out because he's like, dude, man, this is Alan Rickman. He's British, and he's like a real thespian or whatever he was saying, and I don't know. So I was a little worried, but then it was funny because then we shot a couple scenes. I remember the first couple scenes we shot. I was sitting there. I wound up memorized because I was nervous, and I was out in Pittsburgh and it was freezing. I wound up memorizing the whole script, like not just my parts. I literally memorized everyone's lines and stuff because I didn't want to forget mine. And then we were sitting there at a table when we were in the restaurant scene, and Alan Rickman was there, and he kept fucking up his lines. And I'm just like, what the fuck, Kev? I said, you're telling me? And then he wound up getting cue cards, and he needed these big cards to read his script. And anyway, after that, I was like, yeah. So I would say him. He's top of my head. I would definitely say he was the first one that sort of I was like, oh snap, where you going, motherfucker, with the blue hat? Yeah. You can't leave this party, little kid.
Next up. Over here. Anybody? No? Really?
Nobody?
Okay, right over here, sir.
You said you've been typecast, but what kind of stuff do you...
I never said I was typecast, little motherfucker. I said, no, I'm just kidding. No, but go ahead.
But you said it's hard because people like to typecast you. So
I said it's hard out here for a pimp. We're trying to get the money for the rent. Sorry, I keep cutting you
So
off.
what kind of roles would you like to do?
I would like to do. You know what I really like to do is I've been trying to get my buddy to write. He writes scripts, and I really want to do like a Axel Foley character, like a Beverly Hills Cop type of movie. Sort of not. So I want to do sort of like a cop, but not the serious. Not someone that's like a. I don't want to play the real serious hard ass, but it'd be fun to do like Axel Foley where it's comedy, but sort of a badass cop type of thing. So that's sort of something I'd like to do next. I want to do that, or Either that or I want to play like a Hannibal Lecter character, like some psycho dude who chokes little kids. No, no little kids. Who chokes tall, 6'7" bald dudes who wear masks.
I got one for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you go from doing like Beast and the Tripper to Jay and Silent Bob. Of those two, man.
I never went from that. What?
What?
I didn't go from Feast to
No,
Jay.
I'm just saying, like, you did both those films.
Yes.
You were Jay, and everybody in this fucking room loves you for that. Yeah. Am I wrong? News to the news, motherfucker. No, dude.
Okay.
Do you ever, I don't know, it's kind of like, do you ever feel like you're stuck just eternally as Jay for the impression that you put on everybody, every misguided soul?
Isn't that sort of the questions that just were asked by the other two people?
I just walked in here, dude.
Oh, well. No, you were here when he was here because I saw you standing next to him. I think you just fucking smoked. You fell asleep. You were like,
What happened was,
I was telling them, I'm saying, yeah, like people are always gonna, I think, but that's why I need to just get out there and do stuff. Like I have a couple movies coming up. Like I did the Lester character, which is a little different. But I feel all I need is one movie, which I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully, if it goes through. It was supposed to be January, and then this guy, one little thing happened, but it got fixed, and that'll be January. I just need to get that one movie where I play a different character, and then people will see. It's just that some people just don't even know, because really all I've done since the like the studio movie that I've done is Zack and Miri. All the other movies I've done have been like independent movies. I've gone straight to DVD. So
those are the best ones, brother.
oh, they're great, but I'm just saying for people to get to know me and see that I have a different look now, and I can do different characters. There has to be that movie. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm starting to get off. Like I said, I got offers to do. I just did 2 independent movies that I played totally different characters, and we'll see what happens. They're gonna go to DVD, or if they get out in theaters or what have you. And then I shoot something in hopefully September, and then in January. So, and I also got a production company now with 6 of my buddies, and we have a couple movies that I'm going to be producing and stuff, and it looks pretty good. It looks like we're going to be doing something, and I'm going to be producing something in October, November, and then something in the same movie in January that I'm going to, that I'm going to be acting in, I'll be producing. So hopefully all this works out. You never know. We'll see.
You fucking rule.
No, dude, you rule.
Thank you. Much love, brother. Much love.
Anybody else? Way in the back.
Hold on.
Kevin Smith, I read where he said that no comment to talking about the female lead in Dogma, like she was hard to deal with. Have you ever dealt with any actors that were just complete assholes?
You know what? I haven't. Everyone I've worked with has been pretty. No, not everyone's been great. I want to say, but no, I wouldn't say assholes. Like there's definitely a lot of the actors and actresses I've worked with. Like they'll come out of their trailer, they'll do a couple of their scene and all that, and then they'll go in their trailer. So they're not really social. They're not really, I wouldn't say great and fun to work with, but they're not necessarily assholes. They're just, they're not really social and a lot of fun to work with. But I haven't really dealt with anyone that's been like an ass to me. Like no one that I've like been like, hey man, let's step over here and do this, practice a scene, and they're like, fuck you. You know who I am? So no, I haven't ran into that. So luckily, I mean, I think Kevin's thing is more like him as a director, him trying to, he's had problems where people have, not really agreed with his direction or something. I don't know. But not me personally, I haven't. I don't really make waves with people. I either feel them out, and if they seem like they're not real friendly and shit, then I just stay away from them. You know what I mean? Because otherwise I'll want to kick it in the fucking face.
I thought I saw another hand over here.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
What do you make of Kevin Scott not together on the new movie, and do you have a role in it at all?
What do I think about them?
And do you care?
No, I don't. I mean, I think Kevin's a little bummed, but I know he knows that Mosier wants to do his own thing, and it sort of has to happen. I guess it had to happen at some point. So I think he's a little sad, but it's all good. And Mosier's doing his own thing, but I'm hoping me and Mosier might do something together. I'm supposed to meet with him when I get back. And as for me getting something, I don't know. Kevin was trying to get me this role that had like 3 or 4 scenes, which was a pretty awesome. Like all the scenes were with Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan, so it would have been amazing. But I don't know if that one's gonna pan out. So, but then I think he might have got me something, but it's gonna be really small. But it'll be great because my main thing was like, look, I just want to come out, hang out with you in New York, and watch you. You know, it's his first movie he's directing. It's not his, so it's sort of a new thing. I want to be there, sort of. See how he does and support him and shit. So I should be going out to at least do something, even if it's just like, you know, the guy in the store that the Bruce one of the characters come in and say, "Give me $1, motherfucker." I don't know what the same character will be. We'll see. I should be getting in there somewhere.
Be good to see you in it.
It'd be awesome. It'd be fun. I hope so. So we'll see.
Well, Jason, I think we're just about to wrap it up. I just had one more question
Why is
for
that?
you. Well, do you want to keep it going? We can keep it
Well, I
going.
mean, is there a time? Is there supposed to be? We're supposed to be done?
No, I figured some of these people are probably going to want to meet you though after the panel is
Yeah,
over.
I'm hoping everyone's gonna come to my. Well, not everyone, but whoever can come, whoever came already, come to my table. So I'm gonna be doing a deal with each signature. You're gonna get spanked. Yeah. And maybe for a couple of years you get the shocker.
Well, one last question then.
Yes.
If I could get just a little serious with this. Now,
Well,
without
don't get deep with us. Don't get deep with us, right?
without getting into too many gory details, you've had some rough times in your life, and you've had some great times in your life. What advice would you give, considering that there's a lot of people that kind of look up to your character and really admire your character in these films? What advice would you give to some of the younger people out there, maybe people that are thinking about getting into the world of entertainment, and just towards living your life the right way?
I would say right now times are tough. Just fucking put a bullet in your foot. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't really have. That's horrible. I would say.
That was exactly what I was looking for,
Yeah,
actually.
good advice. Everyone just forget about it. Give up. Give up and run. Go get a gun in Dallas because you can get them there for one day. I don't know. I mean, I'm not great at really honestly at giving advice or anything. I mean, I wish I could just spit out some cool wisdom and knowledge of some supportiveness and stuff, but I don't. I would say, do just I guess do what you can. I mean, I don't know. I got lucky, to be honest, with so as for like acting in my career, I honestly got lucky because Kevin wrote the script. And put me in it. So, I mean, as for that, getting in the entertainment business, but I feel like a lot of people here are just going with it. I mean, I guess the best thing I would say is, like, it seems like people are just making their own movies here. Like, I've seen a ton of people passing around their things, and there's guys running around making a movie. So, I mean, that's what Kevin did. He said, he said, fuck it, I'm just gonna make my own movie and take a chance. He charged all his credit cards. He even says if it didn't pan out the way it did, he got lucky. Clerks got sold, and he got this deal, and then things were great. But if it didn't, he would have been like 40 grand or was it 30 grand in the hole? And but I mean, he took a chance. So I would say just take a chance and hope for the best. And if it doesn't work out, there's a gun shop down the street. No, but I wish I could give some great. I mean, I don't. But I would just say that. I would say if you're trying to make movies and do the entertainment thing, I would say just figure out and make your own thing. It's again, like it seems like a lot of people are doing that here, right?
Yeah,
I've seen
absolutely.
a lot of indie movies, like a lot of people putting their own movies together, and I think that's great. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, or for the ladies, I would say find a rich man and fucking tie up on that shit. Hook your claws into that, and so.
Well, dude, I always love talking to you, man. Jason Mewes, everybody. Be sure and stop by his table.
Movie.com. Yeah, stop by my table.
Stop by his table, say hello.
We're leaving in a few hours. It's over, the show. Come get stuff signed. I will do deals because it's the last day. So, like I said, there'll be Dutch Rudders going on, tea bags, whatever it may be. Things are going down. Children, cover your ears.
So wait, you mean you will sign my balls finally?
I will sign your nuts. Thank you, though, for coming, man.
Thank you, guys.
I like that it's a full house. Everyone came, and I'm very excited. It really sucks when you're doing these and there's like 6 people in here. That would really suck. But I got a full house, yo.
Jumping on shit.
Right? Full house.
No, that's just I couldn't tell what you're holding.